AITA for telling my friend that she is making her fiancé miserable. I, 21F, recently got into a pretty heated argument with my friend, 22F, regarding her engagement to her fiancé, 30M. For some background info, me and my friend, Carrie, have been on and off friends since middle school, but over the last 3 years, have become really close and I would consider her a best friend. I love her, but she is definitely one to be dramatic and overreactive. I've always thought that, but it has been overwhelmingly hard to handle for the past year. About a year into her relationship with her fiancé, Sean, she started to obsess over the idea of getting engaged. She would constantly ask friends and family if Sean had mentioned wanting to propose, would go through his bags during every trip they took to see if he had a ring hidden somewhere, and would sob to Sean and anyone who would listen after any major holiday or event, wondering why he wouldn't propose because it was the perfect opportunity. During a night out with Sean, Carrie, and one of his friends, Carrie texted me begging for me to talk to Sean privately about when he was going to propose. Knowing she wouldn't drop it, I texted Sean and said at some point that night, I would need to talk to him. Eventually, I got him alone and explained that he didn't need to tell me anything, but that Carrie wanted me to ask about thoughts on engagement. He told me that he's gotten to the point where he is going to propose to make her happy and that it will be about 2 months from when our convo took place. Now, they are engaged, but the issues have not gone away. Now Carrie is obsessed with wedding planning and Sean has shared with me that he feels overwhelmed by her even more so now. Sean isn't allowed to go out for drinks once a week after work or play video games like he usually does because of the wedding. Yesterday, I was over at their shared place because Sean was golfing, and Carrie didn't want to be alone. At one point, she looked at his location, then pulled up a map of the golf course online and asked me to help her figure out what hole he was on. I told her it looked like he was on hole 8, which upset her because he had already been golfing for a while and she assumed he would be close to done. She proceeded to call him 32 times in a row until he answered, and then sobbed when he picked up and told him he needed to come home now, because he had been out for too long. After their argument over the phone, I couldn't stop myself from the comment I made, which was, "Don't you think you're making Sean a little miserable?" This obviously didn't go over well. She sobbed and yelled at me, saying I just didn't understand how much she loves him. I left and we haven't talked in a couple days. I regret what I said, but I don't necessarily think I'm wrong. My overall concern is that I have definitely become too involved in their relationship. I have definitely become the middleman. So, AITA for telling my friend that she is making her fiancé miserable.